Warmly welcome to Exploring Miracles. I am exploring the text in the lessons in A Course in Miracles by reading from the lessons and doing my best to reflect on the lessons as I go with the text. And we have come to lesson number 134. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is. This is a very long lesson and a heavy one too, as we are going deeper and deeper. 17 paragraphs. I will not read all of them. We'll start with a reflection directly on why we are repeating again and again and again in the course about forgiveness. It is repetitive actually, and A Course in Miracles is not trying to give us any new ideas. It's trying to undo a habit, a habitual way of being that keeps reasserting itself. And because what the mind of a human being does automatically is judging and interpreting and taking things personally, and all the things we do. And it happened to me. It can be easy to be in forgiveness when one, for example, is in a very peaceful surrounding, maybe a group studying A Course in Miracles, or a meditation group, or with loved ones. It's vacation. Everything is calm, everything is cool and loving, and we are in flow. And then confronted with the stress and everyday life, that is where the challenge is. That's why the Course is giving us this from so many angles, and going into other kind of lessons with knowledge, and then again a lesson about forgiveness comes to really make it possible for us to be it, to get it into our every cell, so it removes the other habitual reactive way of being. That's why it's repeating, and that's a good thing. So what is different now from prior lessons prior to this? It is a long one. Earlier lessons said that forgive, and it said I don't actually know what forgiveness actually is, because we have been detaching and looking at on forgiveness, and forgiveness from the ego is I pardon you for this wrongdoing, and these lessons are good too, to really show us what we do when we think that we are generous because we forgive. Forgiving is, of course, on a deeper level it's love, and not and really stepping into our brothers or sisters' shoes who did this or said this or whatever, and would I judge myself? Now we do judge ourselves, but let's dig into what this long lesson really says. When we attack somebody else by not forgiving, judging, how could this happen? Why did this person do this? Or what was this very hard thing said to me? Then we misinterpret actually the reality, because our brothers and sisters like us they are part of the divine too, and as we have learned that we are as God created us, they too. So it's only an error. That's not to be understood that we don't protect ourselves from harm and danger and actions that will be really harmful or dangerous. No, but this is, I think you understand, it is for other situations. And I do, at least when I see another long lesson or a very long lesson, I already know this, but this is not for my understanding. It is for, again, giving me the opportunity to make this forgiving an automatic reaction. And it will become automatic in us as we grow in love. And funny thing, if one gets triggered by this lesson, and I did, and maybe I will again, depending on what mood I am. But of course, then I haven't really learned it yet, or unlearned my old habitual way of being. Then I need to recognize it again. Okay, so I will dig into some paragraphs here. I will go directly to paragraph 7. Forgiveness is the only thing that stands for truth in the illusions of the world. It sees their nothingness and looks straight through the 1,000 forms in which they may appear. It looks on lies, but it is not deceived. It does not heed the self-accusing shrieks of sinners mad with guilt. It looks on them with quiet eyes and merely says to them, "My brother, what you think is not the truth." Paragraph 9. There is a very simple way to find the door to true forgiveness and perceive it open wide in welcome. When you feel that you are tempted to accuse someone of sin in any form, do not allow your mind to dwell on what you think he did, for that is self-deception. Ask instead, would I accuse myself of doing this? Now I will jump to paragraph 14. Today we practice true forgiveness, that the time of joining be no more delayed. For we would meet with our reality in freedom and in peace. Our practicing becomes the footsteps, lighting up the way for all our brothers who will follow us to the reality we share with them. That this may be accomplished, let us give a quarter of an hour twice today and spend it with a guide who understands the meaning of forgiveness and was sent to us to teach it. Let us ask of him. I made some mistakes there reading because my mind went to, "Ah, Father, forgive them, because they know not what they do." So I will read again and spend it with the guide who understands the meaning of forgiveness and was sent to us to teach it. Let us ask of him, let me perceive forgiveness as it is. Then choose one brother as he will direct and catalog his quote-unquote sins as one by one they cross your mind. Be certain not to dwell on any one of them, but realize that you are using his offenses, but to save the world from all ideas of sin. Briefly, consider all the evil things you thought of him, and each time ask yourself, would I condemn myself for doing this? And then free your brother from all the thoughts you had of his wrongdoing and his so-called sins. and now we are prepared for freedom. We free our brother. In the previous lessons, we freed the world. Now we free our brother, we free our sister, we free anyone, and ourselves, of course. So this exercise is about freeing ourselves, the wrongdoings, all the world deeds and stuff that we have cluttered the world with our creative minds. Last paragraph here. Forgiveness should be practiced through the day, for there will still be many times where you forget its meaning and attack yourself. When this occurs, allow your mind to see through this illusion as you tell yourself, let me perceive forgiveness as it is. Would I accuse myself of doing this, I will not lay this chain upon myself. In everything you do, remember this. Here we go. No one is crucified alone, and yet no one can enter heaven by himself. Okay, so we go to the crucifixion, where our guide giving us this information in A Course in Miracles on the cross said, Father, forgive them because they do not know what they do. They don't know what to do. I don't really know how to put this in the beautiful way in English, but everyone knows it. And no one is crucified alone, it says here. He was not alone. And he said to Dismas and Gestas, I think the two thieves crucified together with him, said that you will not enter heaven alone. I will be with you. And no one is crucified alone. So let's not damn our brother or sister, or let's forgive them, because what we give, we also receive. So this is good for now. Thank you for taking of your time and participating in this. Thank you very much, and see you soon.